Wall Street's coming off a record-breaking first half of the year when it comes to public offerings. According to Dealogic, 120 U.S. IPOs raised over $35 billion in the first 6 months of 2018. It's the highest volume in 4 years as investors look ahead to a new swath of offerings, including Uber, Airbnb, Sonos, possibly Saudi Aramco. Joining us today, back at Post 9, former NYSE Group President Tom Farley is currently the chairman and CEO of Farpoint Acquisition Corporation. It's always good to have you back, Tom.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Thanks, Carl.
Of all those names I just mentioned, what to you is the most interesting right now?
They're all interesting. Everyone that you just named. I mean, just to tick them off. This is a great time to go public. This year, not only is it the biggest IPO year in 5 years, but IPOs are up 22% offer price to where they're trading today. So it's a very good time to go public. So it begs the question of what's Airbnb thinking about their IPO. They're in this kind of existential battle, whether they want to admit it or not, with the OTAs and the big lodging providers for the long term, and having a public currency would be helpful. Uber is clearly moving rapidly towards an IPO, but also moving judiciously in terms of hiring a CFO.
Yep.
Once they hire a CFO, I expect to see their timetable accelerate very quickly. Sonos is very interesting to me. Do you need a neutral party in this kind of speaker space? They're competing with Bose and Samsung on one flank. They're competing with the connected guys, Amazon, whether they want to acknowledge they're competing or not, on the other flank. And they want a software multiple, 3-4 times revenue, not a hardware multiple, half a times to 1 times revenue.
Sure.
So I'm very eager to see how that plays out.
And then the big one.
Saudi Aramco.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of reporting on Saudi Aramco. First, let me tell the viewers why it matters. If Saudi Aramco IPOs here in the United States, the market cap in the United States would instantly go up by close to 5%. That's how big this company is. It would be potentially the biggest in the world.
It could be as much as $2 trillion.
Could be as much as $2 trillion.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I think over $1 trillion. There was a report that came out that said it's only worth $500 billion. That's bogus. It'll be over $1 trillion, maybe $1.5 trillion.
But I mean, we know that. But I continue to hear, Tom, and I'm not sure what your point's going to be, but that they're going to just list it locally first, and they're most likely not going to come here or anywhere else. Is that what you think?
I doubt it. I don't think they will list in Tadao, because Tadao is just, I think it has 500 billion of market cap. It doesn't have international investors. They have 2 choices. They come list in the United States, or they don't list at all. That's my view. The U.S. has 40 trillion of market cap, 50 trillion of market cap. London, by comparison, has 3 or 4 trillion, or they don't list at all. And I spent a lot of time in the kingdom. I know a lot of people involved here, and I will tell you, this all comes down to His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman. If he wakes up one day, when he's done with a lot of the conflagrations he's dealing with in Syria, Yemen, and Qatar, and says, we're doing this IPO, then the IPO is going to happen.
Well, I wonder if the higher oil prices change the calculus on that.
Both ways. I think it helps the valuation, which he cares deeply about, but it also makes it a little easier on their budget because they have more dough to be able to fund the other initiatives that he's spearheading.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.